Okay, so it looks like we got an in-house scrim here of Guangzhou Altitude Mon Esports League. Um, I came in halfway through this map, so we're just gonna talk for a minute here until this first map is over. Basically, a few players subbing in, ringing on both sides. So I'm just gonna call this red team and blue team because that's the only way I could think of to refer to, other than saying Guangzhou every other word, which isn't going to happen. So on the blue team here, we've got Dionysus, Flappy, and Armin. Those are all ringers, I know. And on the other team, Sky, who made some clutch plays last time we played against Guangzhou. Hudson, and then Udi, who is their off-tank player. So red team is solidly in control of this map. I'm just going to wait a little bit here until the map ends. They've just won this team fight, so it's 81%. It's just basically over. Blue team is going to come in here, and they've got no ults. Red team has 2 tank ults to work with, and a huge advantage here as far as taking this point. 88% coming up. Easy clap, chilling out on the Reinhardt behind that pillar. That's a bit of a dangerous position, but he gets away with it. Pushing out to point, 95% here. And the Shatter comes out. Blue team might not be able to touch the point here. Big Sigma ult coming in, and yeah, they are able to touch the point. Okay, we're gonna start this cast in earnest here, coming into the next map. So 0-1 in favor of red here. In-house scrim, Guangzhou. Let's do it. Moving on to Ilios well here. Let's see what the teams are going to decide to run. I'm going to take an above angle and not going to go on anybody's perspective because that's too difficult to do. It looks like blue team's going to be going with a full dive here. Diva Winston with the Genji Tracer and a Moira and Brig looking to get in the enemy's face. Moira's going to have to get in there close. They're switching the Brig to a Lucio now. On the red side, we're also going with a full dive. Actually, this is an exact mirror comp we are seeing. Sack switching up to the ball now, so we're going to have Winston ball on blue team. Ball going around the far side, going through the lattice room, going to try and set up for a slam from that side. Winston ready to jump in behind him. Red team pushing through the right room all together. A little bit of hesitation from both teams now. Who's going to dive first here? Blue team's going to dive in first, very coordinated. Sack comes in with the slam, and red team's backed into this corner here. They're going to have to back out a little bit here with blue team going down with their Genji going down. Red team looking to pushing rather slowly. Ball is pushing around that red team as they come through, booping them around, hoping to get someone caught out. And Sack coming with another slam here. Meanwhile, Sky is harassing Armand on the Tracer. Now kill coming in for blue team. Red team loses their main tank, but blue loses their main support. But blue loses their main tank and main support. So it's red team's going to push in aggressively now. They are on the Genji for blue, but Genji manages to take down Hudson on the Winston. That's going to be a big turn of events. Dionysus going down as well for blue team. So this is a skirmish now. That's an early minefield out for the blue team for ball. And their Winston in the enemy backline. Teresa's forced to use recall to get out. She's out on the coast and she's safe. She actually kills the ball over there. Dies for it though, so that's a trade. Both tanks now back for red team, and blue team is losing ground here. Their Winston having to back out all the way to coast. He jumps in again, but gets booped into the hole. It's a good boop by the red team's Lucio. Now red team Winston jumping in, trying to kill the enemy supports, and they do as Udi and Hawk manage to clean that up. Now all blue team has is their ball, who managed to come back. He's still stalling out here though. Blue team has been in control of the point this whole time, so in spite of the fact that red team's in control of the fight, blue team is still getting percentage. Ball still stalling out for blue team. Now their other tank is back. They've got 2 tanks on the point. If red doesn't get some kills quick here, which they do get a couple right there, they're going to have a tough time flipping this point. Blue team Monkey just ulting to keep stalling out that point, keep fighting for percentage, 59 now. And red just really needs to clean up these kills. Armin doing some wall riding, he's going to go down in the enemy backline. And now we've got a Coalescence coming out for blue, Blade coming out for red, and the Cole is not strong enough to stall it out. Blade's going to be the last thing. Tracer stalling, but he goes down quickly. Oh, now the ball is back on the point. Wow, what a fantastic stall by Red Team here. Up to almost 80% now just on the stall, in spite of the fact that this has been a losing fight for a long time. Armin back on the Lucio, doing some wall running. Winston chasing him around, manages to take him down. And they finally flip that point as the ball goes down on the coast for Blue Team. But 83%, what a large stall. You got to hand it to Blue Team there, coordinating that stall out and going on the point one at a time. Now, Blue Team coming in with two DPS ults, and you got support ults coming in for Red. Diva Bomb is going to be tough to land against a dive comp. So Blue Team coming in on the coast side here. Easy clap on the Winston. He's kind of alone here as Ball is on the other side of the map. But Hudson, oh wow, they did take down Easy clap, but Hudson actually fell off of the map. Luckily, Blue Team's Moira went down as well, so that's going to shut down Blue Team's push here in an unfortunate sequence of events for them. So they're now losing ground. Point is almost up to 40% for Red, and they're just kind of hanging back, seeing which way Blue Team's going to come. They're going to come far side here, going around the lattice room. They jump in together, very well coordinated dive once again, and they manage to take out Rooster right away, but Easy Clap dies for it. Now we're seeing a minefield come in from Blue Team's ball here, gonna split Red Team in half a bit. Red Team is trying to focus down the Blue Team supports in the backline here, but they're having a tough time doing it. Forcing out the Diva Bomb from Red Team here. He's going to remech, and Udi gets booped into the pit as he's trying to remech. That's a huge play by Armin on the Lucio. Red Team now gaining ground, Blue Team rather, on this fight. Moira on Red is forced to use Fade to get out, and Sack is going to manage to get her with a good slam from his Hammond play there. Now Red Team is just left with their main tank and 1 DPS. Red's going to go ahead and use that ult here, just like Blue did earlier, to stall out the point. Monkey ult gets a lot of free time on the point. Blue Team's Coalescence coming out and Beat, that's both support ults. They're going to do everything they can to clean this up quickly because they know at 87% they've got to get these close fast. Hudson was about to get booped, but then Flappy Sack managed to actually get him with another slam. His ball play is top notch here. Now we're looking at just a Moira and a Tracer, two characters that are somewhat hard to kill. Armin going to take a 1v1 with that Moira in the backline, gets a little bit of help from his Monkey, that's going to kill the Moira, and the Tracer went down as well. Mystic making a heads-up play there to clean that up. Blue's going to flip the point with 87%. We're looking at 88 to 99. We're going to have one more fight here, and this is going to decide the map. Red Team coming in with only Blade. Blue Team's got Blade and Hammond ult. Hammond ult can shut down Blade pretty well if it's used in the right position, so let's see what happens here. Red Team gathering for their dive. Winston dives in, his Diva is split off from him, and now Winston from the Red Team is caught in the minefield. Both Blades coming out here, kills on both sides from the Blades, and Mystic getting the better of those Blades. Flappy Sack cleaning up as well, though. Mystic goes down to the Red Team's Coalescence here, and then the Moira goes down to the minefield. So a good amount of value out of that minefield there. Now Red Team's down to just their Tracer, trying to stall it as long as she can. Their ball's back. He's got a 1v3 situation here, though. Flappy Sack almost got moved into the pit. No recall on the Blue Team's Tracer. Now we've got Red Team's other tank coming in and a DPS. This is an even fight here. Although Mystic is back on the Genji as well, and now Penguin's back on that Moira. So now Blue Team having the advantage here. Blue Team's Tracer goes down, Red Team's Soldier goes down. That's 1 for 1. This is still anybody's fight at 99 apiece. And Clap is in the background fighting the enemy supports, backline fighting the enemy supports. Manages to take down their Moira. Red Team is now down to 1 support, although Mystic goes down for Blue, so that is, this is still anybody's fight. Now, a huge beat coming out from Armon for the Blue Team. That beat should give them the advantage they need to win this fight. Red Team still struggling to get ults up, although Hudson almost coming into that Monkey ult. Udi and Hudson both trying to get on the enemy backline here. Hudson's going to pop that Winston ult. Sky goes down for Red Team. Udi goes down for Red Team. And Hudson, with that ult up, is one of the last surviving members for Red here. Oh, and look at that. He got off the point, and he thought Rooster was on the point, but Rooster was booped off of the point by Flappy Sack on the Blue Team's bomb. So that is going to be the flip that they needed, and at 99 to 99, that's the end of the map. Blue Team manages to take that one. I still think Red Team might have had a chance to win that fight if they hadn't gotten off the point with the Winston ult. That's a long enough stall where their reinforcements could have come back from spawn, but the objective is all that matters at the end of the day. Moving on to the next map here, Red Team is going to be looking at I'm going to wait a sec on their comp. Blue Team looking at a Reinhardt Sigma double shield with a Genji who's very strong right now, and a McCree with the Brig Lucio. Very aggressive, high damage comp. They're going to be looking to get kills quick. Similar comp on the other side, only difference being a Baptiste. They're looking to play a little bit slower on the red side and take their distance, take their time with this engagement. Let's see who gets the best of it. Red Team is going to get out past the choke first, so they're going to have a little bit of a positioning advantage. Oh, but Sky is actually gonna get a really good kill on the enemy Genji, who showed himself a little bit early. Good shots by Sky there from his McCree. This is just a bit of a skirmish. Red team creating the distance that they need to win this fight. They're playing this perfectly. Blue team, if they're going to want to win with the comp they're running, they need to get in the enemy team's face. Now Penguin switches from the Lucio over to a Baptista, realizing that they're not getting quick enough engagement to win that, so they are switching over to more heals. Perfect mirror comp now. Dio goes down for blue team as Hawk dashes through him with the Genji to clean him up. Red team pops the window. And that's going to give them a huge amount of damage coming in. A big aggressive charge by Easy Clap, but he's punished for it as Rooster counterpinned him, and he went down quickly. Sky cleaning up, and Conman coming in with some kills as well. That's going to be a good fight on the side of Red Team. And they're resetting up for the next fight here. They've already got Genji Blade, and they've got Shatter in the pocket. Blue Team is going to be coming up on Shatter soon as well, so this might be a Reinhardt v Reinhardt play here. Blue team starts to push up through main, going low ground with their Sigma taking an off angle up above, forcing red team to sort of back off a little bit. Now blue team pops the window, fire strikes through the window, but that's eaten by Udi. Huge play. Shatter gets 2 for blue, Shatter doesn't get any for red, and a big charge by Easy Clap as he follows up on his own Shatter. High Noon coming out here for blue team, and he's just holding that, making the red team back off, manages to get the Sigma with it. Easy Clap's going to go down for blue, but I don't think that's going to matter, as all that's left for red team now is the Genji, and he's stalling out just a few extra percentage of points. Mystic cleaning that up with a dash, and that fight goes in favor of blue team. So now blue team's going to come back, and they're going to have Sigma ult and Genji ult. They also have Rally. Both teams have Rally. Both teams have Genji ults, and both teams have Sigma ult. The only advantage is that red has the High Noon as well, so let's see if they can combo that with the Sigma ult and manage to get more value than blue. This is anybody's fight coming up here. Both teams pop the Rally right away. Here comes the blade for both the blades coming out right away. This is a skirmish. Penguin Rooster takes out Mystic. So far only 1 kill in. High Noon coming out for red team. This is going to have to get value. He doesn't get anybody with it. Armin going down now for blue, so this is a 1-to-1 fight here. Red team down to support. Blue team down to DPS. Oh, and now Easy Clap gets punished again for that aggressive pin, and that's the main tank down for blue. Red is going to just push on point nice and slow. They take out Penguin. Blue team has no supports now. All they have to do is chip down the rest of these players, and they're going to take that fight. Usually in a fight like that where it's a big skirmish, the team that loses their Reinhardt first is going to have a tough time surviving, especially when their supports fall so soon afterwards. Now blue team finds himself at a large ult advantage coming into this fight. They've got both tank ults, so red team having to jockey for ult charge here, see if they can get something out. Easy Clap, unfortunately, fat fingers his ult up top. That's a big fat finger right there, as the Reinhardt ult can win a fight. Big value from Flappy on the Sigma ult, gets all the enemies with it, and Easy Clap goes down for blue. Dio going down for red, but then Clap with the mirror kill on Sky for his McCree. Looking at in the point here, Armin manages to kill the enemy support, Easy Clap cleaning up a bit, and blue team is going to take that fight. In spite of the fact that they didn't get value out of the Rhine ult, they got huge value out of the Sigma ult, and they pushed aggressively right afterwards, which is what they needed to do. Red team coming in, they're looking to regroup here in their spawn. They're coming in with Reinhardt ult, although Easy Clap managed to almost build another ult just by swinging into that Sigma ult from Flappy Sack. So really huge value, more than you can even say on the Sigma ult, because now we've got a Reinhardt coming in behind it. Blue window is out, but it's a little bit behind the enemy, so this Genji's going to have free room to work with his blade. He's swinging both blades coming out. Big shatter from Easy Clap here, manages to kill Hudson with it. High Noon, though, coming out from the red team, and he dies before he's able to get it off. Good shot by Dionysus there. Red team pushing onto point now, manages to take down Flappy Sack, and Udi is going to go ahead and use that Sigma ult just to clean this up, because it is 99%, and all they need is this fight. And they flip it, and unless blue team manages a miraculous touch here, Mystic gonna look to dash in. He does not touch. He's booped away by Rooster, and that's gonna be that map. Red team manages to take Ilios.